How do I find a date or long-term partner when I look like a child? Serious question. I'm male 33. I was born with severe heart defects. I have had 3 open heart surgeries and was put on loads of medicine as a child. All of this delayed my body from growing. I'm literally 5'4", weigh 100 pounds if not slightly less due to the fact my heart burns fat faster than the average person. I basically have to eat twice the amount of calories men my age just to make sure I don't get seriously sick. I dated one girl back in high school and it was rough. At that point I was even smaller and would get confused for a girl because my facial hair was delayed. If I walk up to a random person and ask them how old they think I am, I always get 14 to 16 even though I'm 33. Even more embarrassing is I've never had sex before and am very worried about it due to the fact I'm afraid any girl my age would find my dick size to be horrible. I literally look like a 10-year-old when it comes to my parts and doctors say I won't get any bigger. Will anyone seriously ever date me again or be my partner? I even have to wear child-size clothes and have to shop in the children's section. Have you tried shopping at stores for petite people? There are definitely places that cater to petite adults, and being able to purchase clothes for an adult, albeit a shorter one, might help boost your self-esteem some. Dressing in a manner that seems more mature can help add age to your appearance, too. Otherwise, try not to focus on it too much. Some people do put a lot of stock in appearance, but there are just as many who don't. You can and will meet people who will like you for who you are and not how you look, and that can only be helped along by learning to be secure in who you are. If you view yourself as a child, you'll project that sort of mentality and sometimes people can feel that energy. Just be yourself. You're 33 and with what you've been through, I'm sure your life experiences have matured you. Try and focus on your passions, work on being the best you and maybe you'll find something down the line. That's a really tough one. Most people are not sexually attracted to those that look like children, and sexual attraction is a deal breaker for many people. I would say do what you can to project an air of maturity and express your age. If body mods or tattoos interest you, that is one potential way to do that. Clothing can go a long way too. As for your concerns around size is not the most important thing, it honestly doesn't matter much. Also, the average vagina is only 4 to 5 inches in depth. Bro, you're taller than me. I can't speak to anything else that you're dealing with since I don't know what that's like. It must be tough, but I know you can get through it. As for height, I stopped growing at 13, but luckily I can still gain weight and put on muscle. My advice to you is to just embrace who you are and be confident in your body. If you don't feel confident, then fake it until you do. My best friend married a man that is way shorter than her and she still wears high heels. Heck, my mom is a lot taller than my dad too, and my sil is taller than my brother as well. So don't lose hope. My dad is very short, so he started using boots with a little heel in the 70s and he has only wore those all these years. Not like women's heels, but like very thick ones. They do look cool for my taste, so what I'm saying is that it is all in how you present yourself confidence-wise. You should try therapy to work on your body image issues. That'll help you gain more confidence in your looks, which will hopefully translate to more success in dating. There are loads of people out there that would date you. You just need to be looking in the right places. A lot of people are attracted to personality over looks. No one's young and beautiful forever, so if you can make them laugh, you are off to a great start. My boyfriend is also 5'4" and around 100 pounds. He was quite popular with the ladies before we got together, a real charmer. I don't think he looks like a child at all. Not all women want a tall guy. Have more confidence also about the children's clothes. My boyfriend shops at the H&M men's section for most of his shirts. There are a couple places you can find men's clothing in a small enough size for that kinda body type. It is very hard though, I will admit. Dating app for short guys. Look for other niche dating apps, too. My dick is also small, but there's lots of other ways to have sex, and lots of sex toys, techniques, and prosthetics to aid people like us. All I gotta say is there are people into that. Go read about Hervé Villechaize, the dwarf actor who was popular for his roles in James Bond and Fantasy Island. Dude had a body count in the triple digits. You looking like a child is not the ball of iron you believe it is. Your lack of confidence is what is holding you back. If it's feasible for you, I would recommend seeing a sex worker to figure out your sexual likes and dislikes and boost your confidence. Someone professional and thoughtful to help you navigate your unique situation. I think at least a little anxiety would dissipate once you became more comfortable in the bedroom. As a woman, I can tell you we really don't care about penis size. Sure, if it's big, great, but if not, also fine. It's how you use it, treat a woman generally, etc. that's important. Also, learn to love yourself and work on gaining more confidence. Cut out negative people also from your life. I know it's hard and it's taken me a long time, but it's so important. Whilst your situation may not be as good as others, it's also far better than others as well. No one, literally no one on the planet is perfect. Hey man, first off, love yourself. Accept your circumstances and improve. There's a book I read called, Stop Worrying and Start Living, by Dale Carnegie. I think that might help you out like it helped me, because I have confidence issues as well. Also, genuinely preparing yourself for a relationship in the meantime will set yourself apart from all the others. I also suggest reading, The 5 Love Languages, by Gary Chapman. I have recently picked up Rosetta Stone and I'm going to get a guitar soon just to add to the things that will take my mind off life. Grow a beard if you can, and get jacked. Okay, but do you really have to shop in the kids section, or are you just putting on? Have you ever considered gymnastics, acrobatics? I am a circus artist and there's a ton of guys who are like 5'5", like it's not even unusual for guys to be much shorter than girls, lower center of gravity for partnering and tumbling. Sometimes kids who grow up in traveling circus or circus families become stunted, short because they are so buff before they hit puberty it slows their growth, which I suppose further adds to the average height expectancy being much lower and more emphasis placed on the body's capabilities. And most of it is body weight fitness, so you're working with what you have. Certainly not hopeless anyway, bud. Just as long as you don't act like a child, you'll be fine and you'll find someone. Work on mental and emotional maturity and wisdom, stop worrying about looks. I know, easier said than done, but it doesn't make it any less true. My FWB is 5'7". Has a really small penis. Smaller and thinner than my thumb. He was sexually abused as a child and he never got any treatment. His penis didn't grow after he was 10. But he is nice, confident, and charming that it's not a deal breaker for me. It's hard to find condoms for him because even the smallest of them won't fit. We use all kinds of toys in the bedroom. He is amazing at oral. Just focus on what you can control, be confident, most people don't really mind if they like you. Just speaking for me here, but size means absolutely nothing to me as I really do not enjoy penetration at all. I never feel anything from it, and I think lots of girls feel the same way, so as long as you can use mouth, fingers, toys, finding a compatible partner shouldn't be impossible. I basically have to eat twice the amount of calories men my age just to make sure I don't get seriously sick. Man, what I wouldn't give for a perk like this. The key to finding love is first being able to lose and accept yourself. Walk with confidence, talk with confidence. It will change the way people see you. Perhaps look at interabled couples on YouTube and other social media. It should help surrounding yourself with people and couples that would resemble your own situation. Everybody is worthy of love, and for many, attraction comes from connection. This could perhaps help you feel a bit more hopeful and put you in the right headspace to find someone. If you have never had sex, I'd advise you to get help by a sex worker. It'll help you raise your self-esteem. There's no shaming there, they will treat you fine, just make sure you are not cheap. I'm 5 feet 4 inches, 125, and dating a girl 4 inches taller. I think it's best not to just ignore this kind of thing but look at the positives. She can pick me up, which is cool as shit. Her hands are huge and really pretty. I save a lot of money on clothes, solid colors help with looking older. Make a joke or two about it, that helps me a ton. A lot of times I try to remember, Prince was 5 feet 4 inches too, and he kicked ass and wore heels. James Madison was the same height and never over 100 pounds. He married a wonderful woman and 17 years younger than him. As for advice, make sure you are honest with a partner about sex. Do what feels good. Don't be afraid of dildos and practice oral. There's a pot for every lid. Just be the best person you can be. You should get into the gay queer scene. I'm not saying you should be gay, but sexual liberation and freedom is part of their culture and you'd find a greater acceptance for who you are among people like that. I think you should pick up calisthenics, martial arts or weightlifting to feel more confident in your body. If you feel good in your body, you'll project that too. Anecdotally, I have a friend who is shorter than 5'5", quite slim and youthful looking, but he is so unbothered and confident in a calm manner by it that it's honestly not noticeable in a negative way at all, and he doesn't seem childlike at all. You wrote that your facial hair was delayed. I wondered if it's possible for you to grow a beard. Facial hair on a guy makes him look older. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the actor Thomas Brodie Sangster. He has a very childlike face, but for his role in The Queen's Gambit he grew his facial hair and it really worked for him. A lot of great advice has been given already. I hope you'll find a way to get more confidence about your looks. You are taller or as tall as Danny DeVito, Joe Pesci, Michael J. Fox, Kevin Hart. Women are attracted to confidence more than anything. You should wind up with exactly the right woman, and she isn't going to be shallow. She's going to be deep, multi-layered and interesting. But you will need to develop that confidence before she arrives. I even have to wear child-size clothes and have to shop in the children's section. I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but the musician Prince was only 5 feet 3 inches and also got his clothes from the boys' department, and he did just fine with the ladies. So if you need a role model to prove to yourself that you can do it, there he is. Hey, you should become a pilot or a F1 driver. Small people are ideally sized to have cool jobs. Or start being funny. Like learn to laugh at yourself. Everybody loves that. Chin up. First and foremost, stop buying children's clothing. Buy men's clothes and invest in having them tailored to fit. I worked with a man close to your size, under 5'5", and very thin. He managed to wear suits and all forms of business attire. The problem is you're presenting yourself as a child, which is causing you to internalize it. You don't see yourself as the grown man you are. This is what's causing your dating issues, not your stature. Lots of petite women out there too. My fiancé is 5 feet 1 inch and I am 5 feet 6 inches. He also looks fairly young because of chronic illness. But I got to know and became attracted to his mind and heart before I even knew his face. We are in a very happy, loving relationship and it has built his confidence as a man. My husband is 5 feet 1 inch and I am 5 feet 6 inches female. He dresses very nice Express, Banana Republic, Calvin Klein etc. He is short but he is handsome to me. Height is not something you can change. I am attracted to my husband regardless of how tall he is. I hope that you can find someone that is not so petty. You're worried about actually having sex, it's easy. Squirrels do it. Some really dumb Neanderthals did it. You can do it, man, and you'll be fine. If you can maintain an erection long enough to blow, you'll do fine. You can read up on stimulating a lady's clitoris. Just a few practice sessions and you'll be thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. As far as dating and finding love, it's hard for a lot of people. I think you're doing the right thing thinking about it. I can tell you're putting your mind into it. You can do it, man. I'm cheering for you. Also, don't worry about your dick size. You're going to nail it. He. Are there support groups for people with your medical condition? I think that would really help if you found people that are height impaired. Also, could you get a suit tailored along with other clothing? It might help you to take yourself more seriously if you dress sharp. At least a good haircut would be helpful. Are you independent or living with your parents' family? Do you have a job? What else is going on in your life? There's also short women. What's your education background, hobbies and etc.? I found my boyfriend, who also has a disability, on a dating app. Dating apps aren't usually the best option, but what's great about that for you is it's an easy way to get all that information out there for people who are looking for a partner, like your age, for example, and to give an explanation for your appearance, if that's important to you. My boyfriend described his disability right on his profile. He was confident about it and he owned it. If it makes any difference to you, I was the first one to send him a smile on the app, haha. Another quick note on apps. Unfortunately, I do recommend ones you pay for. I tried the free ones and had no luck. Most profiles were inactive, it seemed like. Good luck. I see a lot of helpful people mentioning clothes, but another great way to add more UMF is cologne. Smelling good has always been a huge thing with women and other people, even guys sniffing me weird. LMAO. You got this, my man. Eat and start lifting. You are short, but there is no reason to have the body of a child. You have to eat a lot now. Eat more. Don't even reply that it's so hard. It is hard. But a lot of people do it. I love to eat. But at 220 when I want to bulk I mostly have to stuff myself to the point of throwing up if I want to gain significant weight. And there are people that lift that weigh significantly more than I do and have to eat so much more. I'm happy to help with diet and workout advice if you are interested. Many comments are blah in my opinion. Some good tips: accept yourself and learn to own who you are. Sometimes gaining confidence is all it takes. Not all women want a tall guy. The sex thing, everyone has a different time. It might be strange to some, but someone who really loves you will not care. There was a Law and Order SVU about this. The main dude character is a total dick to this guy that's dating a girl with a defect that she looks like a kid but she's actually like 30. The implications that they drew from the show was basically, well, at least he found an adult child pedo trash. And #X200B. I dunno man. I look young for my age. I've been told I look 16 and I'm 30 next month. But you're saying like you're 4 feet and like a kid. Oh. Sorry man, I don't know what to tell you. It would be seriously illegal to get a girl 14 to 16. I am clueless on what to tell you. Move to Laos. They are your size. Don't worry. I have a coworker that is also 5'4" and he is so funny and smart I found myself starting to fall for him. I've literally had dreams about him even though he's not my type at all. He's just that amazing. Work on your personality and I think lots of girls would grow to find you attractive once they get to know you. There is a very nice percentage of women who would love to be with you. Don't stress it. Honestly. And the dick size. Puff. Don't even worry. I had a really good friend who was under 5 female. He wore lifts in his shoes to gain a couple inches. He was very stressed out about finding a partner. He was also very slim. He is now married and has kids. He said he tried to focus on being successful in his career, because that was something he could control. He did become successful. It helped boost his confidence and meet women who liked driven men. Tattoos. Get some custom-fitted business suits, get a mature style that adds a couple years, grow a beard or mustache if you can, and just be courageous. You survived a lot, dating us a walk in the park in comparison. Start by asking friends to hook you up or wingman you. Just a side note, there's someone for everyone. I've dated guys shorter than me and look at Pete Dinklage and other individuals facing severe health issues who have successfully dated and married. Just work on being the best person you can be and be open to meeting new people. You got this. If you style yourself as an adult, you'll look more like an adult. I'd recommend Googling around for trans man grooming tips. Those gentlemen are often working with shorter, lighter bodies than your typical cis man, and often have more rounded, childlike, face structures, so the things they use to style and dress as adult men will probably help you. There's plenty of stores that cater to shorter men, and plenty of things you can do to boost your confidence and therefore how you hold yourself. Even 1-inch lifts can make a huge difference if your height stresses you out. It's no more harmful than a woman wearing foundation to cover red blotches on her skin.